to devise some kind of method or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently. We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
Queen.
sense.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
He's all right.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to Queen Ahmadiyyah TV, to the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your daily vitamins. All right. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right, and if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do. Okay, so hello, Broken Silence, All Hell No, Juju be in the house, Anita Harrell, T. Randall, Claudette, Brand Slayer TV, Black American Expat Radio is in the house. Okay, with that all being said, everyone, please be sure to get those likes up. Hey, Claudette, Greta. All right.
Laverne is here. All right, shout out to my moderators putting in work. I see you, Nancy X, Cherokee, Cinnadale, Deronda, Queen Amoni, Huey, April, Darius is here, Raphael. All right, so let's get into it. Now, first things first, let's talk about the story about the black teenager who was arrested and put in a detention center, and there she still sits because she defended herself against someone who was a known bully, who was also suspended from school, not even supposed to be anywhere on the grounds, okay? Kaylee Gay. And how Kaylee Gay was painted as the victim in this whole story, okay? And they still try to paint her as the victim, even though she was the aggressor. And like I told you all before, I just wish that Marnice had not gotten into this trouble, all right? She defended herself. And, you know, some people say she went too far. I, at first, even said she went too far. That's before I realized that Kaylee was the one that was the aggressor. But here's the thing. They want to demonize her for defending herself. But when people are bullied, don't they sometimes lash out when they've had enough? Let's talk about it. What about these school shooters who they seem to empathize with because, oh, they were bullied, okay? Like Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold from the Columbine shooting. Okay, please pay attention. All right? Please pay attention. Juju B says she's still in the juvenile center. Are you serious? Yes, beloved. Unfortunately, she's still there even after, okay, one of the officers said that she shouldn't be. Okay, so let's get into it. Like, sub, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, so this is the latest update on this story. It came out 2 days ago. Kaylee Gaines' family backtracks, admits that she made a terrible choice in the viral fight that left her with fractured skull, as juvenile officer confirms that the black teen was only active in self-defense. Okay? Even the juvenile officer said that. Let me put that up on the screen real quick. All right? So there you have it. And now her own family is saying that she's a problem. So more proof has surfaced that a girl who was seen on a viral video slamming another teenager's head into the pavement near a Missouri school was acting in self-defense. Now, according to a juvenile officer who testified in the St. Louis Family Court on Friday, Marnice DeClue was responding to being punched first by Kaylee Gaines, who was known to be a serial fighter. Now, the officer who is overseeing Marnice's case serves much like prosecutors in the adult system. They say the testimony came as attorneys tried to persuade a judge to release the 15-year-old girl to her family from a juvenile facility where she had been since March after being charged with felony assault. Now, the viral fight match on March 8th had left Gaines with severe injuries, including a brain bleed, resulting in part of the teen's skull being removed. Sheesh. That's what happens when you bully people. Now, the brutal beating that shocked many after it was captured on video depicted Marnice as a violent aggressor who heartlessly brutalized Gaines, who's 16 years old, and leading her family to campaign for the 15-year-old to be tried as an adult for the alleged attack. However, Marnice's family, though regretful that the fight ended with Gaines being hospitalized, argued that the behavior was abnormal for Marnice, who has good grades and no history of disciplinary issues. And that's what I'm saying. When people are bullied, they might just lash out in any type of way, okay, when they've had enough. So they say, my family, my church, we all prayed for Kaylee. This is what Consuela DeClue, this is what she said in court on Friday. She said, I think she was just defending herself. Okay, I don't think that she had any intent or thought that this would happen to Kaylee, and we are very sorry. Multiple teachers have also testified about Marnice's academic success and good behavior in court. Now, they all testified on Friday. The 15-year-old skipped the 7th grade and was on the honor roll. Okay, the juvenile officer who reviewed school records also pointed out that Gaines had been suspended the day before the brawl for fighting another student. Greg Smith, an attorney for the DeClue family, previously told local outlets that due to the suspension, Gaines was not supposed to be near the school grounds that day and returned to the area simply to settle a score that was stemmed from the previous fight with one of Marnice's friends. Clinton Gain, who's Kaylee's father, previously told the New York Post that he had found text messages showing that the two girls had agreed to fight that day. He also admitted that his daughter was constantly in trouble for physical altercations with other students. Also admitting that she's always the aggressor and she's clearly a problem, okay, and just a troublemaker, in short, and a bully to boot. Members of Kaylee's family seemed to backtrack in an impact statement to the court on Friday after months of demonizing Marnice, saying that while our daughter will in all likelihood need lifelong medical care and therapy to overcome the injuries and trauma that were inflicted on her, we pray that the juvenile shows remorse and takes accountability for her actions so that no one else's lives are so irreversibly changed in the future. This is what Kaylee Gaines' stepmother said in a statement, which also outlined the teen's medical treatment after the fight. So yeah, they're basically trying to act like Marnice is a threat to society and that she may do this again. So let's just keep her locked up and maybe she'll have remorse and take accountability for her actions. Nonetheless, their child was the issue. They say a terrible choice was made by two teen girls to solve their issues through violence. This caused one of them to go too far with their bare hands and a concrete road. She also told the court that Kaylee Gain, who is white, had to learn to walk again and is experiencing memory loss. The 16-year-old is wearing a helmet to protect her skull and will have to undergo other surgeries to rectify the damage from the fight. You know, this is sad that she's only 16 and she's having to go through all of this. It really is sad that she had to have part of her skull removed and all that. It's very sad. And I understand that, you know, she's going to have trouble for the rest of her life. But one cannot forget that this is what happens sometimes when you bully people. That's why parents should teach their nefarious children about bullying. How many people have been driven to take their own lives, other students, because they were being bullied in school? I did a whole series on that, if you all remember. Okay, about kids being bullied not only in school, but also being cyberbullied online. That led to their demise because they couldn't take it anymore. Okay, in this case, you had a student who fought back. Now, St. Louis County Circuit Court Judge Jason Dodson ruled against the motion despite the number of witnesses speaking highly of the teen's character. So he ruled against it. I just want you to pay attention. He didn't care that they were saying she was a good student, that she was on the honor roll, that she even was smart enough that she skipped the 7th grade, that she never, ever had any disciplinary problems. They don't care. See, when you look like me and you defend yourself against somebody who doesn't, this is what happens. The empathy is shown to them. I don't care if you were defending yourself. That's just like I told you all how the stand your ground law, it's not for us to defend and protect ourselves, only for them. And if you think you're going to stand your ground against one of them, well, you have another thing coming. Let's not forget about the black man who owned a marijuana dispensary in Oklahoma a few years ago when someone who didn't look like him was breaking in to the business, and he was afraid, and so he fired at them. Okay, and took their life. It was clearly self-defense. They were threatening and he feared for his safety. At the end of the day, they locked him up. Okay, I just want y'all to pay attention. And then they tried to make it the excuse. So here's the thing. They knew that it was self-defense and that he had a right to defend himself in his business. But what they used to demonize him and lock him up was to say that he didn't even have a license to have the business open at that time. You see, his license had expired. Okay, he was supposed to have it renewed. But it was during COVID, so you couldn't get it renewed, but they didn't care. That helped them to paint their narrative, okay? And so that's why I really wish that Marnice had not beaten Kaylee so bad, because now this is really going to impact her life. She's been in a juvenile detention center since March. Here we are in May. This is an honor roll student who has her whole life ahead of her and who was making good grades. Now, how is this going to impact her scholastics? Okay, it's going to negatively impact her scholastics. And now she has a criminal record also. Now, maybe they'll be able to get it sealed at some point, but nonetheless, this is really going to take her, you know, likely bring down her grades because she's not attending school. So it goes on to say, the St. Louis County Circuit Court judge ruled against the motion despite a number of witnesses speaking highly of the teen's character. However, Dodson said his decision was made to safeguard Marnice. So he thinks he needs to keep her locked up to keep her safe. I just want you to pay attention. So do something dirty to you and then act like they're doing you a favor. Isn't that how it goes? Saying a black girl who has reportedly received several death threats since the video went viral. Oh, so that's the best you can do is just keep her locked up? I'm sure that her family could protect her. She doesn't have to stay at the home that she's normally staying at or whatever. And I also want you to pay attention. She's receiving death threats for defending herself. Now, if this shoe was on the other foot, would Kaylee be receiving death threats if she'd done the same to Marnice? Of course not. Even if she was the aggressor, which she clearly was. So after revelations about Kaylee Gaines' troubled past came to light, it was coupled in mainstream media with details of the alleged bully's rocky family life with parents who had substance abuse problems. Okay, one of the 2 online fundraisers launched by Gaines' family members has raised over $420,000, while the DeCluse family GoFundMe page was taken down after being flagged by angry online viewers who had already convicted the teen. Now, while the juvenile officer who spoke to Marnice every day since she arrived at the facility recommended that she continue to be tried as a juvenile and not charged as an adult, Dodson will make a decision at a later date. And they're likely going to try her as an adult. This is very unfortunate. Just because they want to be low down and dirty and ruin another person who looks like me's life. That's how this goes. School officials have also received derogatory messages. Employees answering phones are called the N-word or N-lover. According to a complaint, bomb threats have been made to individual employees at the school, to which law enforcement had to respond. Now they're threatening the staff because they've said that Kaylee is the problem, that she's always been in trouble and the other young lady has never. So this is what they do. You see, no matter if you're defending yourself, no matter how good a person you are, no matter how positive you can be, at the end of the day, these are the things that happen, okay, when you have other people in charge that clearly don't like the people who look like you. All right? That's how that goes. And another thing they were doing is they were posting lies and narratives saying that Marnice was a boy. Okay, this is what they had posted. Hold on. Like up, everyone, please like and share. I'm going to share my screen. You all see this? Now, someone posted this on X saying, "Is this true? Is Marnice DeClue male?" Now, are they trying to say that she's biologically a male? I just have questions. It says, no one is commenting on the reports that the girl/guy that beat Kaylee is reported as being a he, known for his athletic ability, and friends describing him as a popular student. What the F? So now they're trying to act like Kaylee was born a male. Okay, I just want y'all to pay attention to the lies, the narratives that are being painted here. Okay, that's the story that they have been telling also, when she's biologically a female. So anything to demonize people, at the end of the day. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. And it's very sad and unfortunate. It really is. So let's talk about this family that killed a... And in fact, the grandfather warned them that the child's life was in danger. So I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this. This is very sad. A newborn infant, okay? And the grandfather was warning the hospital that the parents were up to no good and that he feared for the safety of his grandchild. Now, I'm actually going to show 2 reports on this because they have different talking points. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Okay, here we go. Let me put my overlay on this.
Well, tonight we are learning more about an infant baby girl who Norfolk police say was murdered by her parents.
Hillary Johnson II and Zabrea Parker were charged with second-degree murder in the death of their 9-day-old baby girl. The baby's grandfather is speaking out on the abuse and talked to our Michelle Wolf only on 10. Michelle?
Ejaya Johnson was born on April 25th at Centera Norfolk General Hospital. Her grandfather was there that day and tells me he warned hospital staff that he feared for the infant's life. He did not believe his son or daughter-in-law were fit to be parents. He says his pleas were ignored.
So I told him I fear for her life.
Hillary Johnson Sr. thought he'd be celebrating the birth of his first grandchild. Instead, he's planning her funeral.
Not only me, my dad even said the same thing. We paid for her life. So how is it that y'all still let that baby leave? That baby won't never supposed to leave that hospital.
Norfolk police say 9 days after the infant's birth, she was brought to Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters. She was unresponsive and showed signs of abuse. Her parents were charged with second-degree murder. Johnson Sr. said at the time Ijaya was born, her parents were homeless and struggled with their mental health.
They was bright kids that I don't know what in the world snapped into them to live the way they were living. I don't know. I prayed to myself before she came here, and I said, Lord, please let her maternal instincts kick in, that she want to protect that baby, that she don't want to, live the way she living, that she wants more for her and her child.
He told us detectives told his family when the baby was discharged from the hospital, her parents were offered a place to stay, but denied that option. He says his son and daughter-in-law were living in a tent outside when they left the hospital.
How is she able to leave when accusations were made that her life was in danger and she had no shelter?
Johnson says he has not spoken to his son since his granddaughter's birth. Centera could not comment on Hillary Johnson Sr.'s claims. We're waiting on further explanation of hospital policy regarding infant safety. Michelle Wolfton on your side.
That is absolutely heartbreaking. Now let's go to the next report. Condolences to the family.
Who Norfolk police say was murdered by her parents at 9 days old.
Now the baby's grandfather is speaking out on the abuse. Meanwhile, the child's parents are behind bars. 10 on your sides. Kamaria Bray just got out of courts now with paperwork filed by police. So Kamaria, what did that paperwork reveal?
Yeah, well, the paperwork reveals the extent of the baby girl's injuries. That is very hard to hear, but Ijaya Johnson is that nine-day-old girl's name. Her grandfather warned hospital staff about her condition, about how she was being treated by her parents. And so I'm going to go into what the court documents say. Now, court documents say the baby was brought to CHKD unresponsive with several bruises and burns. The document says the girl's mom, who is Zabria Parker, didn't think the injuries were that serious. The autopsy revealed she had bruises on her head, a broken rib, clavicle, and symptoms of shaken baby. Now her parents are charged with second-degree murder and child abuse. Her parents are 23-year-old Hillary Johnson II and 21-year-old Zabria Parker, who are now being held at the Norfolk City Jail without bond. Her grandfather is Hillary Johnson Sr. That is her dad's father. He says he told medical staff multiple times at Centera Norfolk that the little girl should not go home to her parents. He says her parents have mental health issues and live in a tent despite refusing housing accommodations from the hospital. Listen to what the grandfather told us.
So I told him I feel for her life. Nobody took me serious. Nobody said, not how in the world, if they refuse to house her, was she still supposed to leave with them, knowing that she's not going to have any shelter? I don't get that.
Centera tells 10 on your side that it cannot comment on Mr. Johnson's claims. Meanwhile, the parents are due in court next week. And as I mentioned earlier, I just got out of court where I got those documents. So we're working to get that information online at wavy.com. I'm Kamaria Bray, 10 on your side.
Okay, I feel so sorry for the grandfather. I feel really sorry for the grandfather. Condolences to him and the rest of the family. Because what more can you do when you warn them that these parents are nefarious and that something likely is going to happen to that child? I mean, they should have tried to do something. They should have tried to do something. And then the people were homeless and all of that. And he says that they were smart kids at first and he doesn't know where the change came in. Maybe they started taking illegal substances. Okay, maybe they were addicts or something. I don't know. But then again, maybe not, because they didn't say anything about the child being born, with any type of issue. So I don't know what was wrong with them. Some people are just demons. That's just really sad. I didn't work in that part of the hospital, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. It's just very unfortunate. A lot of parents taking out their children these days, like I told you all. But hold on, because let's talk about this. Hold on for a second, beloveds. I'm going to play a video so I can go get this door, or I'm going to put an overlay on the screen. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the inconvenience. Now, with that all being said, let me get this comment off the screen. So with that all being said, this story that we're about to talk about is about another parent who took the life of their child. And it's also sad. I don't know what's wrong with people these days, but this is sadly where we are. A bunch of demons roaming around, cloaked in human flesh. Pay attention. Okay, so now listen to this. Now, this woman drowned her son. Mom allegedly tied up son and threw him into a pool before beating him to death. Told his siblings that he was faking it. I want y'all to pay attention. This is all so sad and clearly nefarious. And let me just show her picture on the screen. Let me show her picture on the screen. There she is. There's the devil right there. So listen to what she did to this poor child. A Florida mother is charged with murder after her 4-year-old son died as a result of her alleged abuse. Patricia St. Zaire, age 36, is facing a charge of first-degree murder after her son, whom she adopted from Haiti last year, died on May the 2nd. Now, this is according to the Polk County Sheriff's Office, and they said all of this in a release. They say that St. Zaire was arrested after the hospital staff told authorities that the boy died under suspicious circumstances. The sheriff's office says that an autopsy concluded that the child suffered from a deep liver laceration that was the result of a targeted blunt force trauma injury, as well as scarring on his back, with old scarring present, as well as fresh scars that would have occurred while the victim was living in the United States. So these are all recent things that she had to have done. Dirty devil. It says the liver laceration caused a rapid decline in the boy's health condition. And that was all cited in the autopsy report. Now, they said when police interviewed the victim's older brother, who is a teenager, he initially denied that St. Zaire had abused him or that he had witnessed any abuse. But after being taken into custody, by the Florida Department of Children and Family Services, police say that the teen told the detectives that St. Zaire had threatened to kill him with a gun. Why did she adopt this child if she wanted to abuse him and torture him and then kill him? Why would she adopt this child? Somebody else could have done so. See, this is all crazy to me. I mean, some of these people, I think they go out and adopt children just to kill them. Is that what they do? Yes, that's absolutely what some of them do. All right. And said that when they ask you something, say nothing so I don't get into trouble. That's what she told the teenage son. Threatened to kill him. Now, police say that St. Zaire allegedly told the teen that the 4-year-old was faking it after he was seen looking lethargic and unable to walk. This is even hard to read. Now, the sheriff's office the sheriff's officer further added that a video from home surveillance found on St. Zaire's phone allegedly showed her hitting the boy with an object while he was already unresponsive on the ground, while another showed her allegedly throw him into a pool with his hands tied behind his back. Who does that besides a devil? St. Zaire is also charged with aggravated child abuse and tampering with a witness. It is not immediately clear if she has entered a plea or retained an attorney. I hope they give her the death penalty. I really do. I hope they give her the death penalty. Who does that? This is also nefarious. Condolences to the poor little boy and anybody that cared about him. This is pitiful. Been open for this. Oh, damn, has a portal been open for demons? Well, it certainly seems like a Laverne beloved. It certainly sounds like it, okay? Leon says, evil people walk among us. They absolutely do. The writer said, just diabolical. Buckhorst DC, please stay on topic. You are always saying something inappropriate at the wrong time. Talking about play with that hair again. I love it. Please sit down somewhere. Okay, I wasn't playing with my hair. I was fixing it. And I'm sorry. Aren't we talking about something that's a whole lot more important than what the queen is doing with her hair? Please pay attention. Please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, let's talk about this immigrant who abducted this child. Okay, but Biden and Kabami want to continue to let people come over here freely and just doing God. And all of that. And I just want y'all to pay attention because it's all so crazy. Miss Peaches says to hurt children just makes me so mad. Me too, beloved. Okay? Gina says, me too, queen, sitting here bawling my eyes out. I'm sorry, beloved. It is very sad. Okay, this is what some people do. Andrea says demonic. All hell no says I told you. Y'all must be talking about Buckhorst DC. Okay? Buckhorst DC needs to sit down somewhere. Listen, Buckhorst DC talking about you cooking, boo. I can't help it. What am I going to do with you, Buckhorst DC? Can you please behave for once in your life? Oh, my Lord. Buckhorst DC is just nefarious, and that's just what it is. And I can't even really go in on him because he's a loyal royal, whether he gets on my nerves at times or not. Okay, if he was somebody who never been on the channel, I would be going in on him. Please pay attention. But see, y'all royals, I let y'all slide on a whole lot of things. I just let y'all slide. Please pay attention. Okay, your mic is going in and out. Thank you, beloved. You know what? I've noticed that too. When I was listening to my video from yesterday, I noticed the mic was going in and out. Maybe I need to get a new one. Okay. Look at Nexie X talking about me. Talking about Queen is so nefarious. Buckhorst DC said, I love the queen. I love you right, Black Buckhorst DC, but you're going to get on my last nerves one of these days. Okay, so now let's talk about this story with this immigrant, because this is all nefarious too. Please pay attention. I'm going to share my screen. Likes up, everyone. Please get the likes up. Thank you in advance, beloveds.
From Fox. Our next story, terrible in nature, and viewer discretion is advised. We are talking about a very, very sad story of an illegal immigrant that is accused of sexually assaulting an 11-year-old girl in Florida. Let's bring in the latest here with Dana Marie McNichol with Fox News, helping us to break down this really terrible story. Dana Marie.
Good evening, Mike. It was a terrifying day for that Palm Beach County family. According to the sheriff's office, the man who sexually assaulted that 11-year-old girl was actually living in the same apartment complex of her. So I do want to show you that mugshot. We should have that of 20-year-old undocumented immigrant from Guatemala. His name is Marvin Perez Lopez. He's allegedly accused of snatching the girl from just outside of her home, forcing her into his van where he began sexually assaulting her. Now, according to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, this all went down. They say her mother spotted them inside the van and then began banging on the van door and shouting. Lopez then jumped out and ran away. He was arrested for multiple charges, including kidnapping, sexually assaulting a minor, and resisting an officer. Now, according to detectives, Lopez crossed illegally this January through Mexico and turned himself into Border Patrol. He was given an immigration court date in 2027 and then released into the U.S. He then made his way to Florida shortly thereafter. Now, we did hear from the sheriff's office, who says that he did confess to this crime and he's going to be tried for a capital crime before he even remotely will be able to be deported. That was those sheriff's department's words. And also, we're learning that ICE, that reinforcement and removal operations, does have a detainer on him right now, which means that before Lopez eventually gets released from jail, going through that court, they will be notified, so then that deportation proceeding can happen. Right now, that 20-year-old undocumented immigrant is sitting in county jail with no bond. Mike.
Yeah, it's just a terrible story all the way around. And what do we know about the mother, where we heard that she was witnessing this, and her status of immigration is a little unclear as well. What do we know about her?
Well, I could tell you, while reading through the pages and pages of that sheriff's report, it was a really graphic situation that happened. And for her, she told the police officer that because of her immigration status and a prior incident, she was afraid to call the police when this happened, because a different incident, her daughter was taken away from her for a short time. Now, the report doesn't go into detail in terms of what incident that was or what exactly went down. But again, we do know that a third party ended up calling police. We do know that from the sheriff's report, after this all happened, she went to the apartment of Lopez's brother and his wife, who he lives with. They chatted. She ended up actually speaking with Lopez. He begged her not to call the police. But of course, we all know how that resulted. And now he is arrested, sitting in county jail.
Yeah, such a horrible story there. Dana Marie, thanks so much for giving us the update to our viewers. We really.
First of all, how are you going to beg someone not to call the police when you literally just abused their child? He sounds crazy, okay? He sounds crazy. This is all so sad. Our prayers for the little girl's speedy recovery. This is absolutely traumatizing for her. Okay, she'll likely deal with the trauma of this for the rest of her life. So very sad. But Biden and Kabami, hey, they want everybody to just come across the border. Don't mind if they do. Okay, please pay attention. Unless you look like me. Then you get beat with whips. Okay, that they'll tell us weren't whips. They were the reins for the horses. Okay, please pay attention. So now let's talk about it, because this college student said that Glorilla, the rapper, pledged $5,000 to claims, pledged $5,000 to her for college, but she claims that she hasn't received the money yet and that nobody even responded back. So let's talk about it. I'm going to share my screen. Lights up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance.
Hey y'all, so update. So basically when she told me to give my phone to the assistant, they text the number and remind you, this was April 17th. I didn't want to bother them or nothing, but I didn't hear from them for a week. So I text, no text back. So I looked up, was the number real? And on Cash App, it said her record label or whatever. So I don't know what's going on, y'all. She never responded back or nothing. So I was just like, okay, cool. I lost my opportunity, but y'all thought it was a good opportunity. So, yeah.
Can you help me pay for my college tuition? I know.
What's your college tuition?
30K.
30K?
Yes.
Where you go to school?
Kennesaw State.
Where you go to school? Kennesaw
State University.
Okay, what's your name?
Vivica Whitehead.
Okay, I gotta see what's up with you.
Okay.
Give me a reason to pay $30,000 for your
okay, let me tell you my plans. So I'm nervous. Okay, so my major is criminal justice. That's 4 years, and then I plan to go into the military afterwards. Because if you go to the military afterwards, you get higher ranked and you get paid more. And then I want to go back for my master's and then be a lawyer.
Okay. So you want me to pay the full $30K?
You don't have to pay the full $30K. I'm not asking for that. I'm saying to help. But if you want to,
I like your hustle and that you was had the courage to ask. So
I'm trying to start YouTube.
I give you a donation.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Well, yeah, get her information. I'm gonna send you 5,000.
Question. Can you help me pay for my college tuition?
Okay, so she said she would give her 5,000. Now I was reading some of the comments, and someone said I wouldn't give her nothing now, girl. Bye. So, what do you all think about it? Do you all think that the girl shouldn't have said anything? Somebody said walking up, Rich Dollars. Oh, yeah, he would say this. Rich Dollar says walking up and asking total strangers to pay for your education because you've heard them on the radio is wild to me. But actually saying you're going to do it and ghosting them is diabolical. Okay, somebody said these celebrities be living paycheck to paycheck too. Don't let the rentage-ish fool you. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. And then somebody else said, you just fumbled your bag. Y'all new young ladies ungrateful. Give her time. I don't know Glorilla personally, but I have a feeling she's a woman of her word. She was going to send it once she hopped off whatever jet or performance she wrapped up. And the power of the tongue can hurt your blessings, kid. I wouldn't send her to Mario Coin app. Okay, I don't know. What do you all think? Do you all think the young lady should have said anything? Two Row Entertainment said the 5K that never was. Deronda said, sit down, rich creep squad. Okay. Mickey said she probably forgot. Angel said, I think she donated it and someone stole it. Are you serious right now? Are you really serious, beloved? Claudette said, no, I wouldn't. Okay, Mickey said she donated to the schools here all the time. She should have waited. Oh, so she does donate, beloved. Maybe she should have stayed quiet, like Raphael said, honey, at the end of the day. I mean, when she said that she hadn't heard from them in a week, that wasn't really a long time to me. That wasn't really a long time to me, but hey. But at the end of the day, some of these stars do live check to check. Well, I mean, Fantasia said that. Fantasia said some of them don't have the money that people be thinking that they have. Okay? Some of them don't have the money that people think that they have at the end of the day. So, Nessa G said, I think if Globe were going to send it, she should still send it. Okay. Claudette said maybe she forgot. Ty said she needed that coin for food, LOL. Honey, you do need money for food when you're in college. I know I used to. Okay, at the end of the day. So that all been said, let's go on to the next topic, honey, because Meek Mill called himself trying to defend his baby daddy Diddy and his son and went in on 50 Cent. Please pay attention. Meek Mill slams 50 Cent for attacking Diddy's son, King Combs. Now, Meek Mill isn't letting 50 Cent get away with dissing King Kong. On Monday, May the 13th, Meek jumped in between Fifth and Diddy's son as the G-Unit boss reacted to his diss track, Pick a Side. Okay, King's song called out Fifth and many men who have waited for decades to tear down his father. He then called out federal agents for raiding Sean Diddy Combs' homes, which resulted in King and his brother Justin being arrested. They weren't arrested, they were detained. Now, they say when all they had was 50 Cent, who put the city on the map, stop lying. Oh, these are his lyrics. Okay, stop lying. Pop's been hated on by many men and ninjas. That's fine. They gonna try to stop these M&Ms and they gonna die trying. That's what he said with his auto-tune rap. Okay, please pay attention. Knock them walls down like when them Fetty boys raided both of our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door because that's the one they missed. You all remember this because I reported this on the other channel. Now, naturally, 50 began trolling King, but Meek isn't feeling his energy toward a little boy. I'm sorry, he's not a little boy, he's a grown man in his 20s. But anyway, I digress. Now, because you're federal, the street ninjas in Queens know that's why you're trying to pick on a little boy. This is what Meek said. Okay, he wrote this to 50 on X, formerly known as Twitter, saying, "Your own son hates your guts, LOL. I'm so grateful to be on an island with my son and his friends on this day. Don't follow these guys. They miserable lives be terrible." Meek, I'm sorry, you're not the one to talk. You're the same mother sucker that just came online the other day. Please pay attention. Talking about people need to stop saying that he's gay because his son is questioning him. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? His son is questioning him about why he's gay and all this stuff because people have been saying it online. First of all, if your child loves you so much and you talk to them so much so, they wouldn't have to get here. They wouldn't have to sit here and listen to what people are saying about you online and then question you about it, okay? Because they should already know you. But I digress. So y'all ninjas, 50 online beefing with kids. Of course, y'all ninjas left all y'all friends and family behind. Y'all holding the culture back for real. Old hate manipulation ninjas, LOL. How are you going to call 50 an old hate ninja? I'm sorry. 50 shot back and clowned on Meek Mill for his last project, suffering very low album sales. He says, you sold 6,000 copies your last project. You shouldn't be on vacation, still chasing the dream. Okay, you should still be chasing the dream or embracing the nightmare. Standing by your man, that I respect. Okay, I don't know why he tried it with 50 because he already knows that 50's the king of petty. Then Meek doubled down on his vitriol, claiming that he was ready for war if necessary. War with who? Bunny Hopper? You was just doing the bunny hop for Mike Rubin. Now you want to try to go to war with 50 Cent of all people? Yeah, this is truly hilarious, okay? He then claimed that Fifth ain't nobody to actually fear and that the people around him are the men who have put in real work in the streets. Oh, when I ran into 50 many times, he only had monsters around him that was risking his life and really holding the line. Nobody trusted 50. He too vicious. Ninja spoke on my child like this ninja mentally sick, LOL. You didn't speak on his first, talking about his son hates him. It seems 50 Cent has been attacking Diddy forever. However, the power creator has turned up the trolling since Sean Combs was smacked with a litany of sexual assault and abuse claims, beginning with Cassie in November of 2023. Curtis Jackson mocked the man for the allegations against him and even declared that he was working on a documentary detailing Diddy's dirty deeds. Now, why would you say some ish like this when you know the feds are investigating? Is you stupid or is you dumb? That's what 50 asked him. That's what he asked King Combs, not Meek. So anyway, I just find it all hilarious at this point. Now let's talk about Darius McCrary from Eddie Winslow from Family Matters. Eddie Winslow released some pictures and a video from he and Sidney Starr's OnlyFans. And everybody was shocked that it's gone viral. Okay? Everybody was shocked that it's gone viral. So let me pull up those pictures. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Now, see, the reason I found this interesting, and I'm not going to say that I was surprised, because at the end of the day, a few years ago, some pictures surfaced, and I had reported on it with Darius McCrary and Sidney Starr. And then Darius acted like they were just friends. It was no big deal. I'm going to put an overlay on the pictures because Sidney is wearing a sheer dress, and you can see a little areola. So I'm not trying to have any problems with screw tube. Please pay attention. So I'm going to share my screen so you all can see the picture, these two pictures. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. I just noticed that these were showing. Otherwise, I would have put something over it prior to uploading it. Okay, but here we go. Okay, there's one of the pictures right there. Please pay attention. With him and Sidney. All right. Let's go to the next one. Now, one thing I will say One thing I will say is at least he's living his truth. Okay, unlike some of these down low men out here hiding behind, women having beards and all of that. At least he's living his truth, honey. At the end of the day, more power to him. But the video, I'm not going to show it because it's a little bit too risque, but it is posted on my Twitter. All right, so you check it out if you want to. Check it out if you want to. But at the end of the day, Darius said he's doing his thing. And the reason, here's the thing though, I don't care for Sidney Starr because Sidney Starr is the one who ruined Chingy's career with a whole lie. And then after she told that lie, then she went on to say that basically she lost things too, that she had problems too. Well, she had problems because she brought that on herself. You see, once she told the lie and then Chingy lost his whole career and then people found out later that she had in fact lied, then people went in on her, okay? So all I'm saying is don't try to play the victim when you're the one who started the whole mess and you ended up making someone lose their career based on lies because you were clout chasing, all right? That's all it was, a whole clout chase. Please pay attention. So with that all being said, Ty Ingram says, I'm good, not into combo plates. Okay? And so with that all being said, Naja said that was a man. Yes. Born by a light-skinned man. Yes, absolutely. Very convincing, I might say. Very convincing. And then Sidney Starr always says that she's she has a more natural body than any other trans woman. But Sidney, your body's not natural. You had work done. So I'm sorry. Please make that make sense. It may look natural. That's probably what you should have said. She has the most natural looking body. She could have said that. But it's definitely not natural. 50 is going to make change with MMAs. Okay, with Meek Mill. Yeah, he needs to sit down somewhere. Meek Mill, that is. Clearly needs to sit down. Terry said, damn, Eddie. Okay, Wendy said the same thing I said. Meek Mill needs to sit down. Exactly. So with that all being said, wait a minute, hold up. What did somebody just say? Ty said, so Edwina Winslow. I ain't mad, but not Edwina. Okay, so now let's talk about this last story and then I'm out of here. Y'all have had me working all day. Please pay attention. I've been on the spiritual channel, the main channel, and now here. So let's talk about DJ Academics. DJ Academics went in on Meek Mill. Was talking all kinds of slick stuff, was being so arrogant, and just talking about how basically he ruined Meek Mill's career, and he was bragging about it. So I'm going to put an overlay on the screen. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Then I'm going to add a little music to it. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance, beloveds.
I'm not in it. What the fuck? Now he telling why he was reporting bad about people. Meek, I will say this to you, your face on your deathbed. I killed your career, what was left of it. Not because of no nigga paid me. You disrespected me 9 years ago, and I kept it, and I'm like an elephant. I will never forget. Please don't try to bring up anything else. I laugh, and Meek, I will never in my life make sure if I see you at the top of the charts, trust me, I'm having a bad day. I laugh. I have a good time. I have my feet kicked up. I jack off to the fact that your career is 6 feet under because you disrespected a nigga who was born in Spanish Town, Jamaica, nigga, who happened to now have hip hop in the palm of his hands. Fuck what these other niggas try to say about me. I'm still gonna be that nigga. Your career ain't coming back. I killed it. Drake killed it. The Game killed it. Rick Ross killed it, even though you cool with him now. They all killed it. But I issued the last and final blow. You could tweet about me all you want to tweet, my nigga. But trust me, your counterparts call me every day and said, Act, you a bad motherfucker. You killed that nigga's career. I did it because you disrespected me. The next time you see somebody you call a nerd, the next time you see somebody who you feel is lesser than you, all that street shit don't matter. Boy, all that shooting and all that dumb shit you did, nigga. Boy, you ain't talking about, nigga, any car you get, I could get. Any house you got, I could get. Nigga, I got the same money. What you talking about? I just did this to show a nigga like you should have respect. The reason why a little baby's going through hell, I'm going to teach you niggas. You better have some fucking respect. The person, let me tell you this, it's in the Bible, nigga. The stone the builder refuses becomes the head cornerstone. The reason why your career is at where it's at, I'm going to keep laughing at it. I don't care what you tweet out for the rest of your life, nigga. Remember, you said you had bitches that had more followers than me. And I'm sitting here laughing at your demise, nigga. I took $1 million out of your label's budget. You not talking about shit. You ain't never take $1 million out of my pocket. Let's do the math. Let's do the math.
Yo, Act.
No, hold up.
This nigga not
Hold
gonna
up.
learn until you do
Hold
it
up.
like Rory, bro.
Let's do the math, Meek. I fucked your whole career up when... Don't blame it on nobody. You disrespected me, you weird ass nigga, and I made sure your career died where I saw it at, nigga. It died right there. And I piss on it every fucking day. 21 Savage couldn't save you, nigga. When 21 put me on the phone with you, you was a broken, bitch-ass, washed-up rapper who needed me more than I needed you. I never needed you. When he put me on the phone with you, that was after Clubhouse. You should have said, maybe Ack is somebody I got to deal with. You never had that respect. Boy, you're going to be on Twitter for the rest of your fucking life. Say goodbye to the charts. Bye-bye. It'll never be in your favor again. That's because of your fucking disrespect. I don't care what ex of mine you follow. I don't care how much you stalk me. You block me and follow my exes. You're a weirdo. I could follow your baby moms and your kids. I don't need to play like that. I killed your career. That's all I needed to do. Bye-bye, Meek Mill. Bye-bye. Get out of the storyline. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I got my win off of you already. Bye-bye. 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 Whatever these niggas sold, they sold to. I'm not in it. What the fuck? Now he telling why he was reporting bad about people. Meek, I will say this to you, your face, on your deathbed. I killed your career.
Y'all heard what he said? I mean, the arrogance of it all. For me, he said, I killed your career. What was left of it? Whew, he gave him the smoke, didn't he? He gave poor Meek the smoke, honey. I find it all so nefarious. Now, this all comes on the heels of him being charged with sexual allegations. Okay? Being sued nonetheless, and he's talking about somebody else losing their career. You don't think he might be in danger of losing his, perchance, per se? I find it all crazy, honey. Woo, honey, he went all in. GT Sound says, this is oh so overweight and nefarious. Yes, doesn't he in fact look like a sloth? Claudette said that part, okay? Laverne said, you might need to watch yourself, okay? I suggest that he do. Anyway, with that all being said, I'm out of here, beloveds. I hope you all enjoyed this live because I did. Everyone have a blessed rest of your day. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to have to keep the Most High first in your lives. Until next time. Peace.
Yo, Nick, hit him with that flavor. Soul all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got